who feel desperate to have more, often repel it. Their inner state is one of lack.
Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to, or welcome back to the weekly vlogs. If you're new here, you might have been able to tell by my channel name, but my name is Melanie, and I am what I like to call a multi-passionate person. And basically, I want to make this channel, or rather these weekly vlogs, about what I like to call the real realities of being an entrepreneur, a female founder, girl boss, whatever you want to call it. Because I don't care what anyone says. A lot of the content that you see, whether it's on Instagram or even a lot of vlogs, to be honest, is very, very carefully curated, I would say. And call me a skeptic, but I do wonder if a lot of the time we are seeing what's really going on and people are being really honest with their feelings and whatnot. But never fear, one thing you will never need to worry about is me pretending, because the OG followers will know that I am not afraid to cry and have a freak out on here. So, and while we're in the spirit of being honest, I did wake up this morning and kind of got into standard instant panic mode, namely about money, as I do. But I have decided we're shifting that. We're moving from an attitude of gratitude today. First thing that I'm very grateful for, other than the gift of good health of course, is the fact that the weather is a lot cooler today. So over the weekend, I know you lot in London and down south will have been experiencing really hot weather for the past however long, but in Kilmarnock where I live, we had, I think it was about 29 degrees on Saturday, and I think it was about 26 yesterday, which is quite uncalled for, especially in Scotland. Not uncalled for, unheard of in Scotland. And your girl isn't a hot weather girly. Well, maybe if I'm on holiday and I've got access to, I sound like a broken record, but I keep saying this, if I have access to aircon and either a swimming pool or preferably the sea, then I'm all for hot weather. Not in Scotland though, where the houses are designed to keep the heat in, and my battery's running out. I don't know if I've got one in my bag. Right, I'm on the way to the gym, bye! Oh! Look who I've got with me!
Oh no!
You had a good training session, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you did very well. Now I'm going to drop her off.
Yeah.
Let's go. Bye! Say bye!
Bye!
Oh my goodness. It is like 6:45 and I've spent like nearly 3 hours with Maggie and her friend Kath, who was helping me with TikTok things. But do you know that way when you feel like my blood sugar has, because I'd got his cakes and my blood sugar has taken, obviously, well, the sugar and the rocky road that I had, my blood sugar has taken an absolute dive. And do you know that way when you're like really, really shaky? So I need to get something to eat pronto. But it was really good. Like, I came away, I was taking so many notes and there was so much that I had no idea about TikTok. I now know. Like, for example, when I'm doing a TikTok live, apparently they want you to be on there for an hour minimum, which I didn't know about. Just all this stuff. So I've got a lot of work to do, but now I need to find, I think there's a wee shop along here somewhere, because I need to get me something. I kind of gave myself a fright because I looked in the mirror and I am pale. I don't know if I'm still that way, but, and you're dying. Ugh. I forgot to change my battery. God, Mum's watching stuff on Trump again. Right, we're going to go trying to get a new profile picture for TikTok. So I'm going to set you up on a tripod. Put the label on. Apron on. Oh, apron on. Not that reverse screen. Means I can use my back camera but then see what's on screen.
Oh right, I see what you mean.
Right,
Okay.
so we both need to get in.
The stack got to end as well. There's not enough room for the both.
Let's be quiet. Right, I don't know, what should we do?
You're not in
I'm
it.
not in it.
Wrong way.
Yeah, like, let's do that, like. Wait, I'm still not in it!
You're
See ya.
so goofy.
Oh, we're so cute. Ah!
Oh my god. Is that us? We're doing more?
No, I think that'll do us right now. I cannot wait to see this footage. Oh, can you see? I actually had a proper panic that I'd lost you there. In the words of Resand, or however you want to pronounce his name in Akatar, there you are, I've been looking for you. So I'm about to go on a call with Matt from the marketing company. I am hungry again, but I'm that way, I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat anything. I haven't got coffee. I don't know why I picked you up to tell you this. I was just glad that I hadn't lost you after all. I really need to, oh, it's the first time I've properly spoken this morning. I really need to get you like a fluorescent cover or something. Also really need to clear out this cupboard. This is like the equivalent of, what's a cobweb up there? The equivalent of Monica's cupboard in Friends. The one that she shoves everything in and shuts the door and forgets about. Anyway, hello, happy not Wednesday, Thursday. I didn't vlog yesterday, not for any reason other than evidently I forgot what about you. Oh, my eye's twitching. Look at my eye twitching. I actually ended up having, I felt weirdly calm yesterday. So I was meant to have 2 PT clients first thing in the morning, but I ended up just with one, Maureen, and then I trained, and then I came home. Mum was here at that point because she'd had her coffee morning, as she does. Coffee morning / event at the Park Hotel about 5 out of 7, and I actually just sat and I went through, like, I've created different ads to try out for Facebook ads, because I didn't realise that one of the things you've got to do with Facebook ads is there's a thing called a sandbox campaign, which means you basically, it's like top of funnel, and you put different like ad creatives out, and then you see what ones obviously filter through like the most people go to, which means if you can define what ones are the best kind of performing, you can then focus on them and like disregard the rest and do more around that same thing. Anyway, I did about 8 of them, and then I ended up having my call with Liz and Lorraine because that got rescheduled from Tuesday, and it was really good. And like, they always make me laugh, and they always remind me of things. Like, for example, Lorraine come on the call and I was expecting, maybe me, I'm like sadness from inside out, I was expecting to be all doom and gloom, and Lorraine was like, congratulations, and I was like, what? And she went, you've had the 2nd best performing month of the year in June. And this is what we're then talking about, is the fact that I just like do the whole like tick box exercises, and I do something and I immediately move on to the next. Like, I never stop, I never think, well done, like, you've done that. And actually after the call, like, both of them were like, when you go off this call, don't you dare work. You're going to have the night off. And to be honest, I was already thinking about doing that anyway, so I literally slammed my laptop shut and I went out and refilled my ice bath, which I'm going to go and do now because it's roasting again today. It's like 19 degrees already and it's only 20 to 10. I went and refilled my ice bath, hung out my washing, made a really nutritious voluminous tea, voluminous, whatever, and then I got into my bed last night, and when I was in bed, watching Big Bang Theory of course, I sat and I went through, like I wrote down in my journal all the ways that I've got overflow in my life, admittedly with the help of chat. I keep calling it chat GBT, but it's chat cheat. CPT. CPT, yes, CPT, not GBT. And do you know what? Like, there is so much overflow in my life, and it's just about rewiring this brain. That was the world's longest intro, 4.5 minutes. As I say, I'm going to go into my ice bath. I ended up sleeping until, I think it was about 9. But do you know that way, like every time I woke, like I kept waking up, like I woke up during the night for like in the toilet and stuff, and then Harry woke me up about 7, but actually I kind of contemplated getting up at that point. But do you know that way when you're like, I must have been in like a deep sleep when he woke me up, and you know that way you're so tired, like I literally couldn't keep my eyes open, and the thought of trying to wake up just wasn't happening. And I actually feel like I've got a bit of a like migraine-y something going on. Upper limit problem probably. So I just went back to bed and improved my sleep score, which was 86, and then I got it up to 89 on my Aura ring, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. So yeah, then the plan is, because it's Thursday, I did say that, didn't I? I'm gonna, Mum, oh that's that exciting thing as well, Mum is currently up, she's taking Dad up to the Jubilee Hospital in Glasgow because he's to have his consultation meeting about his knee replacement surgery. So that's really exciting that that's like happening, like starting to happen. So I'm gonna do my ice bath, sit outside for a bit and read my book, soak up the goodness like a plant, and have something for my breakfast. I realised that I don't have my sausages in the freezer, and I've run out of protein powder, so I can't have, well I could have oat, like porridge, but it'll just be literally porridge and fruit. Have something, I'll make something, and then I'm going to go round to Espresso Cart and do my income and expenditure spreadsheet. Have a little date with money. But let's go, or I'll never go. Bye. Hello, gorgeous people. Hold on, I just need to message Sam to tell her that I'm on the way. Happy Friday. Although Friday's nearly over. Well, not really, it's like 10 to 4. Like my nails. I decided to get them to do my toes as well, and I was terrified because I don't like getting my feet touched. And then, sorry if this is TMI, but one of my little toes doesn't have a nail on it, and I can't, it's the weirdest feel, like even when I touch my toe myself, it gives me the actual like, so I was like, I don't have a nail on this toe, please don't touch it. And she was putting like the toe separators in and stuff, and I was like, whoa, whoa, and it was just, but I survived the process. I am now on the way to Sam's house, because she's got stuff for me apparently. And I keep reminding myself of this phrase that I heard on like a podcast or something. Oh, coffee lid. That wasn't the phrase. But it is. Every day, write yourself a reality check. So that's like a twofold. because it's a check in the sense of, basically it's to remind yourself of how abundant you really are. So on the times that you feel in lack, or you don't feel good enough, or whatever else, is this person let me go? Yes they are. It is literally bringing yourself back to reality and reminding yourself, can you see me? Reminding yourself just how abundant you are. And I was thinking earlier on, like, I've spent a lot of today, it's been a lovely feeling, literally like a heartwarming feeling. I've spent a lot of today like in that gratitude and feeling so much gratitude that it almost feels overwhelming sometimes. I don't know, when I'm editing this back, usually I'm okay, but right now looking in this viewfinder I am very dark. There's been so much to be grateful for. Just like, I've also been listening to, I've got a playlist of, I've got a playlist of YouTube videos that I like to listen to first thing in the morning, and one of them is by like an Indian teacher called Sadhguru, and he says that what the most important thing every single day that you have to remember is that you are alive, because something like, I can't remember how many millions of people die every single day, which then means 2-3 times that million people have lost someone that they love. So every, like, throughout the day, the course of the day, you have to remind yourself that you're still alive, you're still here, you're still so lucky. And because what is it he says, he's like, if you're not alive, I'll let you away with it. But yeah, and so being alive is a fact. Things like, I went into, so yesterday I was in an espresso cart, and I don't know if I've mentioned, but there is a man who also goes into espresso cart that has a Lamborghini Urus, which is like my ultimate dream car. And every single time I see him, I'm like, right, I'm going to pluck up the courage, I'm going to speak to him. And yesterday I was sitting at the window seat and I saw him coming in, and I was getting myself all hyped up and ready to speak to him, but he was on the phone. He's always on the phone. So I had put this on my Instagram stories, not thinking anything of it, forgetting that Becky and Karen, who work in espresso cart, also follow me, and Lindsay, who's Stuart, the owner's wife, follow me on Instagram. And Becky was like, oh, his name's Paddy and he's so lovely, and I'm sure he would let you look in his car, like absolutely no bother whatsoever, and also he'll love the fact that you call him Lamborghini Man. So when I went in for my coffee this morning, she said, Paddy was in here this morning, so I told him all about you, and he says that's fine. He says that he can just, even if he's on the phone, like, you can take his keys and look in the car. So I was both absolutely mortified and excited at the same time. So fingers crossed. So I was grateful for that. I'm grateful that people want to help me with my manifestations. Then one of my clients, Caroline, had to cancel her PT at 12, which meant I got to train. I wasn't originally going to train today, but I got to do that. I had Kim's session, and I always she's so sassy and she always makes me laugh. I'm always grateful for that. Then I met with a new client, Jen, who turns out is like my uncle's niece, something like that. We're kind of in a roundabout way related, but not related, if you know what I mean. So she came in to look at the gym and like meet me and whatever, and she was really pleased because she's got now is it lymphedema, the condition is, it's to do with her legs. I had basically, because I knew about that, I had looked into that and what can help with it ahead of meeting her today, and when I told her that, she was like, already that makes you like so much better than the other place I've been going to, because they just didn't care. So that made me feel good, and I love helping people in that sense. And then I went and got my nails done, and I'm just so grateful that I have the ability to be able to design my day however I want to. Like if I want to train, if I want to work, if I want to go and get my nails done, then I can. And we've had a few more skincare orders for White Rabbit, which is good, because the Facebook ads are finally starting to roll out, so cross your fingers for that. The plan after I go to Sam's if I can be bothered, I may go to the supermarket. And then I said I would look for, so my brother-in-law Garth, his mum is wants to go on holiday with them in October, and I had booked their holiday to Menorca, so I'm going to look and see what I can get for her. And then I don't really know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm actually really thinking about booking in for the sauna and the outdoor dip thing at Loch Winnock again, because I can't get booked into my Pilates class for love nor money. So, and I know for a fact that if I turned up, there probably will be spaces, but then also if I don't go it means I get a lie in. So I'll see. I wonder if Harry's forgiven me yet. We managed to, when my dad was round yesterday, he managed to lock Harry in the garage overnight. And I was thinking, like last night, usually Harry wakes me up and stuff, and there was nothing. Like Jack woke me up like once, I think. And I was like, where is he? And then I had a sudden divine intervention of being like, check the garage, and right enough that's where he was. Where's this person? You're not indicating. Now you're indicating. Oh, I've got another order. Cha-ching! But, talking about divine inspiration, I've just remembered, I would like to ask you, if possible, to comment on this video in any shape or form, because it really helps. Everything's all about algorithms now, but apparently if they see that people are engaging in the videos, it helps and it'll help me. And I would love. I'm like 2 subscribers away from 350, which is amazing, but I would love to get to 500 by the end of this year, which is coming up really quickly. I know I've got my little core group who always comment, which I love, but if anyone else out there, if you're a lurker, please, oh geez, you're on the wrong side of the road, you idiots. Please comment, please say hello. I would hugely appreciate it. Please order a vegan macaroni cheese to pick up. Got me some vegan macaroni cheese. I'm about to watch more of this, which I'm weirdly invested in. So I started the first episode.
They're crying out for rain down there, and then because there's going to be a wee bit of rain, they're going to they're line panic.
And the Garth will go on in France with he over there with his kilt on. Out your consent.
Take pictures. It's a video. Hello, happy Saturday, and I'm pleased to report that I've got lashes back again. It's now 6:30, my goodness. And I have spent most of the day, if I'm honest, feeling slightly despondent. That's the word of the day. I was in quite a deep sleep, and then I was woken up by someone what felt like battering my door down. It turns out it was the guy who was coming to see about cutting the bushes in the garden. And then while I was outside, Billy was telling me that when he had been petting Jack, he'd noticed like lumps on his side. So of course I'm instantly, that sent me into an anxiety spiral. And then I think I made the mistake of pottering about, doing too many things, of course getting suckered in by my phone and whatever, before I went out and did my ice bath and then had something to eat. So I was feeling a bit irritable and horrible. But then I texted Mum and I said to her about meeting up for a coffee. And we ended up, Dad came too, we ended up going out to the View, it's called, in Troon, which was nice, and then I came back and my lashes done. But in between times, like I'd spent, must have been nearly about 2 hours creating this new introduction video for me to upload to, well the primary one was TikTok, and I've been doing everything that I've been told to do in terms of adding in like hidden text and whatever else. And I know I need to be consistent, and I know I can't expect instant results, but it's just so frustrating. And actually when I was on Instagram there was another clothing brand, what they called, they were actually saying the same thing. So they're called Rubbish London, and basically they make clothing from 100% recycled cotton. And in this video that I saw, he was saying that the top 100 posts on Instagram are always asking about fashion waste crisis and whatever. And despite them being a brand that is actively reducing this waste, they are only getting, they've got 37,000 followers, and they are only getting shown to, like, I think one of the videos he was talking about, it was like 196 people had seen the post. Yeah, I know that it's not just me that's going through this, but it is so frustrating when you are trying to be everything to everyone on every single platform and then nothing's coming of it. And yesterday, in terms of website visitors, it did actually pick up a bit, which was good. I think we had a grand total of about 80, which is more than it's been recently. But today there's only been 27, and I know that it's Saturday, I know that there's people will be out doing stuff, blah blah blah. But again, it's like, what more can I do? But talking about content, I'm actually just going to plan out, I haven't done content for Spacegoods in a while, so I'm going to plan that out using Chat Daddy, and ideally get that filmed tonight. But I just feel exhausted today, and just, I don't know if it's because I am just feeling so, and I'm ovulating, which usually round about this time you're meant to have more energy. I don't have any energy. My skin looks amazing. But anyway, I just thought I would check in. I know I filmed a random bit in the car earlier on with Mum and Dad, but I'll speak to you in a bit. Just made my first video. I'm actually really proud of it. Did a mixture of music and voiceover. Good morning. No, it's not morning. It's now like 12:20. Good afternoon. I've just finished my brunch. I'm wearing a random jumpsuit that I decided to wear, as you do. I've actually had a really nice morning. It's been very chill, and I've just made the executive decision that I am going to go down to Troon, go for a little beach walk and go to the Crystal Cove. But first I want to film, so I did my reel for Spacegoods yesterday, and I want to do another one for the new, no, that's my usual one, for the new coffee caramel, which, if I'm honest, is a little bit sweet for me, but we'll do it anyway. I need to trim the top of this to make it a bit neater. I think I'm going to try using this template. Very first world problems here, but I've come out with a jacket, but it's far too muggy to wear a jacket. But then it's kind of raining and blow dry. I don't know what to do. I could take my brolly, but I don't really fancy doing a beach walk with my feet in the water and holding an umbrella.
Yeah, comfortable with the.
But yeah, I am on my way to Troon. I'm going to stop off at Espresso Cart and get my coffee and just have a little solo date with myself. I can't remember if I said, but I discovered that the Crystal Cove was open. She'd put up, it says on Google that it's closed, but she'd put up that they're open today till 4 So I fancy going and getting some new incense. Oh, this little boy's got an umbrella, it's too cute. Even if I don't get anything else. But this morning I had a really good sleep. I only got up once during the night, which is very unlike me. And then I just did my routine, which you might have seen bits of in previous vlogs. But basically, I don't always stick to it, but I try to do. My ice bath is always a non-negotiable, so I did that. But I also did some EFT tapping, and then I read my 2 like morning pages, so it's like the Daily Stoic and what's the other one, The Wealth Money Can't Buy. And then I was just kind of pottering about. I got the, well, I showed you, I got the Spacegoods clip film. Oh, there's Gio! Oh, he's pulling my ball. Wee bit, no, you can't see him. Oh, he's so handsome. And I need to edit last week's vlog and get it uploaded, but to be honest, it's a very, very short one. It was last week, it was a weekend vlog. It's not, shouldn't take me too long to edit. So I'm going to do that when this car is coming so fast. I couldn't get out then. Damn it! I was trying to explain the burnt toast theory to my dad yesterday. You know how if something happens, like you burn your toast, so you have to make another one, so you end up leaving a bit later than you normally would, or you get stuck behind a car or like a tractor or something on the way to work. And then when you think about overtaking it, but you don't, and when you actually get further up the road, there's been like a nasty accident or something. It's because you weren't meant to, like the universe was saving you basically. So this bus is putting me under pressure behind me. Can I go? I'm going. Excuse my language. So, but he was just kind of like, So I'm taking me being stuck at that junction there was a burnt toast thing. But I've just realised I'm hungry. What can I get to eat? Coffee has been acquired, and I wanted to talk about quickly, well probably not quickly knowing me, but something really, really interesting that I noticed. So yesterday I was obviously talking a lot about the frustrations of social media, getting seen, whatever else. Not so much on the like White Rabbit side, although saying that, when I checked, I've decided to let the stories run out today, as in let them go to nothing and then I'll start up again tomorrow. But when I checked my stories from yesterday on White Rabbit, they were actually up at like 200-300 odd, which was quite interesting. From a personal uploads side, I had uploaded the video that I'd created for Spacegoods for the Astro Dust to my personal Instagram. The views on it, like Instagram I'm still finding a bit funny, like the views on it are about 500 or something. But it's now up at nearly 2,000 on TikTok, and YouTube Shorts actually is one that I'm going to really, really focus more on. It's had, I think it's about 1,500 views. And then similarly today, so I've just decided whenever I create, like for whatever platform it is, I'm going to upload it to the other ones, because why not? I've got content here, why would I not put it? I had shared a short on, well, it was a TikTok to start with, on my personal TikTok, and then I've put it on Instagram and I've uploaded it to YouTube Shorts, and again it's like starting to get traction. I don't know what the right thing is, but I did do that thing of hyper focusing on the fact that I gained a YouTube subscriber yesterday and then I lost one. I have to keep reminding myself that there could be multiple reasons for that, like someone might have closed their account or whatever. It's not necessarily that they unfollowed me, or maybe like me using it as a form of therapy just isn't their thing. That's fine, that's fine. But yeah, I need to stop that thing. I suppose it's like human nature. You can have 99 amazing things, like compliments, comments, whatever, and then you get one negative one, and that is where the focus goes. And they do say that where your focus goes, energy flows. Something like that. I don't want to put my energy into negative things anymore. I'm also aware though, however, today that I think it's the pendulum effect that's in effect, because yesterday I was very much down and disheartened and just not feeling it. But today I'm definitely cultivating a good sense of gratitude and just doing things that make me happy. Like going out and doing my ice bath even though the wee gardener was in trying to remove the horse tail stuff or whatever it's called. Mare's tail? Some sort of plant that's taken over my garden. So he was like trying to pretend that he didn't notice that I was doing my ice bath, and I was like, do you know what? It's just me in a bathing suit, like, and I don't want to stop my routine, so I'm doing it. So I did it. And now can't wait to get my feet in the water at the beach. Oh, why am I stopping at green light? Oops, that was a blonde moment.
Story to ourselves. For me, the reframe it, I'm an engineer object.
If you have a beach near you, this is your sign. I still have my coffee and my shoes down to pick my camera up. This is your sign to take a paddle. Do you know what I really, really, really want to do one day? Is come down either to Troon or to Irvine and do like my cold dip. Although Ali, who owns the Wee Well Sauna, was telling me that they're opening one up in Brassy, which is just along. It's basically Troon. So I'm very excited about that, being able to do a sauna and then getting in the water. This is just bliss. Well, I got back to the car just in time. I have been wandering about like this, but I don't care because it was so muggy. I am home. I think I've had too much fresh air, sea air, because I am knackered. I'm going to have something to eat because I can feel a wee bit wobbly. And then edit the vlog. Hello, it's Monday. And I'm pretty sure I didn't close off this vlog last night. I can't really remember, to be honest. Hold on, I need to check my SD card. No, I didn't. So I'm on to say thank you for watching. Honestly, thank you for being here for me. But I'm grateful that I have this space to talk to all of you. Anyway, I need to go because guess what? I'm running behind schedule. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!